Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video, and as you can see I have a double pager going, and this one also has a flip out, so it's multiple pages here. So I have this one on the left, so I have two 4x4s here. This is the outer image you see that's obviously 3x8. I have a full 6x8 photo here that I cut into two parts, so they're both 3x8, and then I also have the back, which is a close-up view of parts of the library. And this is the Peabody Library that is in Baltimore. It is stunning. So what you see here is quite accurate. It is gorgeous. The only bummer is, unless you are a student or have some kind of special access, you cannot go beyond the first floor. So I didn't get a chance to walk on all of these levels. You just have to kind of stay down here, look around, see what you can, and then leave. But I'm at least grateful that they allow people to do that. So as you can see, I've already picked out this card, and I wanted this one because I wanted to bring in a pop of color of some kind, but I didn't want green. There is green there. I think, do I have some over here? Tiny little bit maybe for the sign there. That's about it. And I just didn't want to use that. So I thought, what else could I do? I could maybe do like a coral or a variation of an orange color. And I know that I have those colors in my bags of ephemera that I have. So I'm hoping I can find something in there that will work here. Maybe also a phrase strip. I'm not totally sure, but we'll just see how things go. I have pulled out this bag of ephemera here so that I can look at my coral options. Obviously, I have some and even orangey. Like this orange isn't too far off from that actually. So I'm just going to look at all of these and see if there's anything in here that fits both the color that I want and if it says something, it has to kind of fit the theme and the tone that I want. Looking through my items so far, I have found one thing that I'm considering using. I found a couple of things that, like this, I love the color, but I don't need anything, that has journaling, because I have this whole space here, so I don't need that. So I'm really looking for something that's just an image that will just, kind of take up space over here. It can say something. I just don't want to have to fill anything in necessarily. So I'm thinking maybe I can hang this off like the bottom of one of these. I don't really need that barcode there. And I just realized it does say date on there. Date. And what does that say? I'm blind. Gate. Oh, okay. So this is meant for airport boarding pass. But I could just clip all that off and keep it for something else, because if I did that, I would still get this top half, which is great. And then for this, I could put a mini brad in there. I could put a rhinestone on there to bring in some sparkle. I do have a lot of kind of yellowy gold happening, so I could do that. Or with the ceiling, I could just do a clear rhinestone, and that would work too. So I've decided I'm going to put this at the bottom on this side, simply because I already have this here. I didn't want them right next to each other. And then when I open this up, I think whatever I put on here, I'm either going to hang from the top up here or off the side to the right. So that will be good placement. And then this part I clipped off. I'm going to save that and put it right back in the pile. And then this one I can just attach. And right now I'm feeling like, uh-oh, I don't want any of that in the front. Right now I'm feeling like I want a clear rhinestone on this, just so I'm not bringing in more color. I don't want to overwhelm it. I want it to be I want it to feel like it's just enough, All right, so my rhinestones are all in here. So I will dig out a clear one, and oh, I think I see one right there. Yeah, right there. So I will take that, and then I can add that right here. Let's see what I think of it next to this. I think that's good actually, because there's so much white here. And then how about with this? Ooh, yeah. Because this is so washed out with the light coming in. It actually had kind of a light bluish tint, but it looks white here. So I'll go with that. I think they look good together. I have this attached with the rhinestone, so that's all done. That's probably all I'm doing on this side, which makes it easy. For this card, I decided to just fill this in. So I have my date on there, and then I decided to just say Baltimore for place, because in my journaling, I'm going to talk about the fact that it was the Peabody Library, so that will make it in there. So now I'm really just looking at what to use to embellish here, and then also on this side. I think I have found this that I want to use. I love that it says my happy place, but it doesn't quite work with what I thought I was going to do here because I wanted to hang something off the top or on the side, and it doesn't really look good either way. So what I think I'm going to do is actually, I think I might cut off this bottom part and let it hang off the top. Like that's maybe too much, but would it look weird? Oh, I just thought of something. I could do it like this, and then maybe I could run like washi tape along the bottom to kind of secure it, and then that sort of adds another visual element to the photo. I kind of like the idea of that. I know I have some that have like gold dots or stripes. That might work with what I have going here. And then I kind of get a mix of all of those colors. And then once again, I have this up here, so I could do another rhinestone to match this one if I want. I could put in a mini brad. I have lots of options. I have grabbed out both of these washi tapes to see which one I like better. I already think I'm leaning towards this one. It's shinier, so it would definitely attract more attention, make it not look so flat. This one, I feel like it's almost too much with the angles of the floors here from the vantage point where I took this. So I think it's going to be this one. And having those next to each other like that, I think it makes them pop. I really like it. So I have this applied where I think I want it. I mean, it's sticking out quite a bit, but I think it'll be okay. And then I have this. The only problem with this is it's not very sticky. So if it doesn't want to stay down, I may have to add some adhesive to it. But I was thinking I would just kind of go like that. Maybe even not quite so far over. Let's like that, maybe. Come on, there we go. Yeah, that's better, I think. So then I can just do that. I actually could put a staple in here too, like if I was worried about that oh, well, it would cover part of it maybe if I put a staple in there. Hopefully it'll stay down though. So I just want to see real quick, like how far above. Oh, it's hardly going to show at all above here because look at that. I forgot there's like quite a bit of space. This is a Simple Stories page protector, and they leave quite a bit of extra room in here. So it's bigger than a 6x8. Really, it's probably like 6x8 1/4 or 8 1/2. Look at that. I will still have plenty of room, and it's only going to peek out a little tiny bit at the top. And you know what? Actually, that works well for what I have. So in order to make these pages match, I've decided I am going to use just a clear rhinestone at the top, as I did with the other one. So I've got my glue dot here. I'm just going to press that onto the back like so. Make sure it's got good stickiness. Pull it off and then put it right there. All right, how does that look? Whoops. Let's see. All right, I like that. I think it looks great. So this is how it looks when it's in the page protector. Barely peeking out. I actually really like how this all looks together. Now I'm wondering if I should have put some of that over here, but I don't really want to pry this up, so I think I'm just going to leave it as is, which is fine. I've got this over here that I can fill in later. You can kind of see this, you know, obviously sticking up from the white backing part, but I don't care. That doesn't bother me, so that's fine. So now all I have left to do is this side. For this back page, I figured maybe a phrase strip was the way to go because I already have an ephemera type item here, you know, and one here, plus the washi. Like there's a lot happening. And so I was like, what could I just put on there that might be a little bit more tame but still add some color? And I think I'm going to go with a phrase strip. Now, I don't know exactly what I have in here. I just hope there's a phrase that is kind of this darker orangey color and that actually says something that I agree with, that works with the theme, but who knows? I came across this one, and it says Living Large, and I kind of like this because look at the scale of that library. I mean, it is huge, so I feel like that works. And because there's more color happening below than there is up here, I think it actually might work nicely just to have it there. And then it also draws your eye to this when the layout is closed. So after you've already flipped it open, you've looked at it, turned it over, then you still get this. I like it. and it's a nice contrast to what's over here. So I think I'm going with that one. So I need to take this out of here and add that on, but you know, that should be pretty simple. All right, so I have that attached. I did cut off a little bit on this end because I didn't need all that empty space. Here I want a little bit more of it because I think I am going to put a staple in there. So that looks pretty good. There we go. Yep, and I think one staple is just fine. Yeah, so let's put that in there quickly. And then I can hopefully call this one done and move on to my next layout. So let's see here. Oops. So it'll sit like this. Flip it open, you see that. I love that washi. And then this is the back side. So here is more done for Baltimore. Thanks for watching.